system, what is octal number system, what is hexadecimal number system. We have discussed everything. Decimal number system means the number which is having 10 symbols. That means base 10. So for representing decimal number system, we will use 10 symbols, and whose weights are in the power of 10. That is what the decimal number system. Okay. Then I discussed about the binary number system. What was binary number system? Binary number system is a base 2 number system. We are using only two digits for representing binary numbers. What are they? 0 and 1. These are the two digits that are used for representing binary numbers. Okay. Then in binary number system, the positional weights are it is in the power of 2. Okay, positional weights are it is in the power of 2. So that is what the binary number system. Okay. Then the next one, that was octal number system. What was octal number system? Octal number system, we will use 8 symbols for representing numbers. 8 symbols for representing numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the 8 symbols that are used for representing numbers in the case of octal number system. And we will call it as a base or radix 8 number system. Okay. And the positional weights will be represented. It is in the power of 8. Okay. So that is octal number system. Okay. Then last one was hexadecimal number system. What is hexadecimal number system? Hexadecimal number system, we will use 16 symbols for representing a number. Okay, in hexadecimal number system, we will use 16 symbols. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then for representing 10, we will use A. Then for representing 11, we will use B. And for representing 12, we will use C. Likewise, we will use A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. So these are the symbols that are used for representing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. And these hexadecimal number systems are whose positional weight is it is in the power of 16. Okay, 16. So that is what a hexadecimal number system. Okay, these are all the things that we have discussed yesterday. Okay, now today we can discuss one important topic, that is base conversion. That means how we will convert a that means suppose a decimal number system to binary number system, octadecimal number system, and hexadecimal. How we will convert one base into another base. Okay, we can see. First, we can convert the decimal number system to any other number system. That means we will have to convert the decimal number into binary number, and also decimal number into octal number, and also decimal number into hexadecimal number. We can see how we will convert a decimal number into binary number. First, we can see that how we will convert a decimal number into binary number. Anybody have any idea how we will convert a decimal number into binary number? Anybody have any idea about that? What is the procedure for converting a decimal number into binary number? Anybody? Any idea about that? Yeah, correct. Muhammad Safir, correct. That means we have to perform repeated division. Okay, so that is in the case of integer part. Suppose consider a number like this. 234.56. In that case, how we will convert this decimal number into binary number? Here we were having both the integer part and the fractional part is there. In that case, how we will convert this decimal number into binary number? So for converting this integer part, we can use repeated division. And for converting this fractional part, what is the logic? Anybody? What is the logic for converting the fractional part? Anybody have any idea about that for converting the fractional part? Anybody? No idea. Okay, I will tell you. Okay. So there is a general rule for converting a decimal number into any other number system. We can see what is the rule for converting a decimal number into any other number system. So this is the rule. But first rule is that convert the integer part by doing successive division using the radix of asked number system. Okay, so for converting the integer part, we have to perform a successive division operation. Okay, then for converting the fractional part, what we have to do? For converting the fractional part, we need to perform successive multiplication using the radix of asked number system. Okay, so this is the point you need to remember. Okay, so for converting a decimal number to any other number system, these 2 points you need to remember. That means for converting the integer part, how we will perform? We will perform it by doing successive division operations. Successive division using the radix asked number system. Okay. Then for converting the fractional part, what we have to do? We have to perform successive multiplication. Okay. We can see how we will convert a decimal number into binary number. Okay. So for that, here I am using an example. So suppose consider an example. 24. Okay, 24. So this 24 I need to convert into corresponding binary. What we have to do? For converting that into binary number, we need to divide that 24 by 2. Okay. So after division, what will be the quotient? 24 by 2. What will be the quotient? Nandana, tell me, what will be the quotient? 24 by 2. Nandana, tell me, what is the quotient? Nandana.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Tell me, what will be the quotient? After division, normal division I am asking, 24 divided by 2, what will be the quotient?
12.
Sorry?
12.
Okay, 12. Correct answer, 12. So, quotient will be what it is 12. Okay, correct. Then what is the remainder after division? What is the remainder? Remainder after division? Yeah, Punya, correct. Remainder will be 0. So that remainder you have to write here. Okay. So 12 will be the quotient, and then sorry, not a quotient, sorry. While explaining everything I forget. Okay. Okay. Then remainder is 0. Okay. So 12. Then from that 12, again you divide it by. Then what will be the result? 12 divided by 2. What will be the result? Vandana,
6.
6. Then remainder. Remainder.
0.
0. Then again it divide by 2. Then result
3.
3. Remainder
0.
0. Again the same number will be divided by 2. What is the result?
2.
What is that? Nandana?
2.
2. One. Okay. Then what will be the remainder after division? After division.
1.
1. Okay. So these are the reminders. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So collect these remainder from bottom to top. Collect these remainder from bottom to top. So what will be the result? 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is the corresponding binary. Okay. So this is the corresponding binary number from this decimal. Okay. So this is how we will convert the integer part into corresponding binary number. Okay. Suppose consider an example like this, that you need to convert a decimal number that is 0.6 to, okay. So you need to convert the decimal number 0.625 into corresponding binary. So this is the fractional part. Okay. In that case, what you have to do? As per the rule, what was the rule? From the rule, we can see we need to perform successive multiplication operation. Okay, we need to perform successive multiplication operations with the asked number. Okay, so here it is 0.6, 0.625. Okay, so what you have to do? You need to divide this 0.625 into 0.625 into, what is the result? 0.625 into 2. It will be 1.250. Okay, 1.250. Okay. Here, in this multiplication operation, what you have to do is, you need to collect the integer part after the multiplication. Okay. Here, what is the integer part? It is 1. Okay. So, after multiplication operation, you need to collect the integer part. So, it is 1. Okay. Then again perform the multiplication with the fractional that is obtained from the previous multiplication operation. Okay. Here it is what it is 250. Okay. So 0.250 into, again multiply it with the 2. Okay, 0.250 into 2. What will be the result? It is 0.500. Okay, 0.500. Okay. So from this, you need to collect the integer part. Here the integer part is 0. So write that 0. Okay, 0. Then again you need to multiply the result obtained, fractional part obtained from the previous multiplication. So what is that? 0.500 into 2. Okay. What is the result? It is 1.00. So this is the result. 1.00. So collect the integer part. So here the integer part is 1. Collect that. It's 1. Okay. So here the fractional part becomes 0. So we can stop the multiplication operations. Okay. We can stop the multiplication operations. Then after performing the successive multiplication, what you have to do? You have to take the these integer. Okay. From where you have to collect these integer part from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom. That means the binary number corresponding to 6.625 is what? It is equal to 101. 0.10. Okay, so this is the binary number corresponding to the decimal number 0.625. Okay, so this is the logic how we will convert a binary number. Sorry, how we will convert a decimal number into a binary number. Have you got the logic? Okay, what we had to do? We had to perform for integer part. We had to perform repeated division operation, and we need to collect the remainders in the reverse order, that is from bottom to top. Then that will be the corresponding binary number for integer part. Okay, then suppose it is in a fractional number. What you have to do? You had to perform a repeated multiplication operation. You have to perform repeated multiplication operation. Then in that multiplication, for each multiplication operation, each result you need to collect the integer part. Okay, for first multiplication here it is 0. Then second multiplication here it is 1. Third multiplication also 1. Then fourth multiplication also 1. Then the fractional part becomes 0. We can stop the operation and we can collect the result from where? Top to bottom. Okay, from top to bottom. So this is the corresponding binary. 4375 is equal to 0.0111. Okay. So this is how we will convert a decimal number into binary number. Okay. Then next we can see how we will convert a decimal number into octal number system. Okay. How we will convert a decimal number into octal number system. Here the only difference is that instead of dividing by 2, you need to divide it by 8. That is the only difference. Okay. Suppose you need to convert a number 19.11 into corresponding octal number. Okay. Suppose you need to convert a number that is 19.11 to octal number. What do you have to do? So first we need to take the integer part, that is 19, and divide it by 2. Okay, divide it by 2. Then we will get the result 2. Okay, and the remainder 3. Okay, so take the remainders in the reverse order, that is 2, 3. So that will be the number corresponding to 19. Okay, so 23 is the octal number corresponding to the decimal number 19. Okay, then we need to convert this 11, sorry, 0.11 into corresponding octal number. Okay, so for that, what you have to do? Same operation. You need to perform repeated multiplication with the fractional part. Repeated multiplication with the fractional part. That means 0.11 into 8. You will get the what? 0.8. Okay. So collect the integer part. This one 0. Then again, from the previous result, you need to multiply it with 8. Then you will get the result that is 7.04. From that, you need to collect the integer part that is 7. Okay. Then again, this 0.4, you need to multiply it with 8. Then you will get the result 0.32. From that, you need to collect the integer part, it is 0. Then 0.32 multiply it with the 8, you will get the 2.56. So from that, collect the integer part 2. Okay. Then 0.56. So what you have to get the you need to perform multiplication with 8, you will get 4.48. So collect the 4. Then for performing this conversion with the decimal number to octal or whatever it is, try to find at least 4 or 5 numbers after decimal point. Okay, so then collect these numbers from top to bottom. 0, 7, 0, 2, 4. So this is the corresponding octal number for the decimal number 19.11. Okay, 19.11. So 19.11 is the decimal number, and the corresponding octal number is 23.07024. Okay, so this is how we will convert the decimal number into octal number. Similarly, you can convert the decimal number into hexadecimal number system. Okay, you can convert the decimal number into hexadecimal number system. In that case, what you have to do, Arunima, what you have to do for converting a decimal number into hexadecimal number system? Arunima P, what you have to do? Arunima P. Arunima ഇല്ലേ അവിടെ? Arunima. Devika. Devika KP. For converting a decimal into hexadecimal number system, what we have to do? Devika. Devika KP. Absent or no? Fatima Suhara. Unmute your mic and answer. Devika. Devika.
Divide.
എന്താ ചെയ്യണം? രണ്ട് പോർട്ടില്ലേ? ഇന്റിജർ പാർട്ടും ഉണ്ട്, ഫ്രാക്ഷണൽ പാർട്ടും ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഇന്റിജർ പാർട്ടിനെ എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? ഫ്രാക്ഷണൽ പാർട്ടിനെ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? ദേവിക.
Fractional part multiply.
മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ വിത്ത് വാട്ട്? ഏതാ നമ്പർ?
with 7.
7.
16.
You are going to
16.
convert it with the hexadecimal number system. Then
16.
you need to multiply the fractional part with the 16. Then for integer part, what you have to do?
Divide.
Divide with the
16.
60. Okay. മറന്നു പോകരുതേ ദേവിക. So, for converting a decimal number into hexadecimal number system, integer part we had to divide the integer part with the repeated successive division by 16, and also for fractional part we need to perform successive multiplication with the 16. Okay. So here is an example that 2479.859. Suppose we need to convert this number into corresponding hexadecimal numbers. So what we have to do? We need to take the integer part first. So 2479, that is the integer part. Divide it by 16. So we will get a 15154 and the remainder 50. So remainder 50 means it is corresponding to the letter F in hexadecimal number system. 15 is corresponding to F. Again divide the result, that is 154 divided by 16. So you will get a 9. Okay. Repeated division until the number is less than 16. Okay. Repeated division until the number is less than 16. അത്ര വരെ ചെയ്താൽ മതി. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് നമ്മളിത് റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക, നമ്പർ 16-നേക്കാളും ചെറുതാകുന്നത്. ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ഓക്കെ, റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക, നമ്പർ 16-നേക്കാളും ചെറുതാകുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അതേപോലെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക. മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു 4 or 5 നമ്പേഴ്സ് കിട്ടുന്നത് വരെ നിങ്ങൾ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക. ഓക്കെ, 4 or 5 നമ്പേഴ്സ് കിട്ടുന്നവരെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക, ആ നമ്പേഴ്സ് വിടുക. അത്രയും മതി, സിമ്പിൾ ആണ് കാര്യം. ഓക്കെ, സോ 2479.859. So this is the integer part corresponding to this 2479. Then for finding the fractional part, you need to perform repeated multiplication operation. So after multiplication operation, you need to take the integer part. Okay, here it is 13. It is corresponding to D. Then here it is 11. It is corresponding to B. Here it is 14. It is corresponding to B. Then 7. It is 7 only. 6. It is 6 only. Okay. So this is the hexadecimal number after converting. That is 2479.859 is equal to what? 9AF.DBE76. Okay. So this is how we will convert a decimal to hexadecimal number system. Clear ആണോ? ലോജിക് സിമ്പിൾ ആണ് അല്ലേ? എന്താണ് ലോജിക് ഉള്ളത് ഇവിടെ? ഒരേ ഒരു ലോജിക്കേ ഉള്ളൂ. That means convert the integer part by doing successive division. Suppose if you want to convert it to binary, then divide it by 2. Then if you want to convert it to octal, what you have to do? Divide it by 8. And if you want to convert it to hexadecimal, divide it by 16. Same operation. And for fractional part, what you have to do? Just multiply it with the suppose if you want to convert that into binary, multiply it with 2. If you want to convert it into the octal, what you have to do? Multiply it with 8. Similarly for hexadecimal, in case of fractional part, multiply it with 16. So that is the logic. Okay. So this is how we will convert the decimal number into binary, octal and hexadecimal. Okay.